If you want to hear about a story of an animal who beat the odds and who displayed amazing bravery and resilience, then look no further. Meet Sefton, an extraordinary horse with an incredible story of survival. In 1982, during a terrorist attack in London, Sefton was gravely injured. His journey from the brink of death to resilience is nothing short of miraculous. Sefton was a beautiful, glossy black stallion born in 1963 who was purchased by the British Army and went off to work for the King's Troop Royal Horse Artillery and then the Household Cavalry, aged 4. He was known to be a rather single-minded horse, named Sefton after Lord Sefton, but actually nicknamed Sharky in the stables due to his predilection for biting. He also took longer than the other horses to be broken in, and he had a reputation for being difficult. Perhaps it was this aspect to his character which stood him in good stead for the adversity which lay ahead in his life. After spending time with the Blues and Royals on deployment in Germany and enjoying a career in show jumping, Sefton returned to England and the Household Cavalry. On the 20th of July 1982, the now 19-year-old Sefton was en route to the traditional changing of the guard with 15 other horses from his regiment. Just as they approached Hyde Park Corner, a nail bomb which was hidden in a nearby parked car was detonated. 4 members of the guard were killed and 7 of the beautiful black horses also died. A second explosion, which occurred under a bandstand 2 hours later in Regent's Park, killed a further 7 soldiers. Sefton was the most badly injured of the surviving horses. His jugular vein was completely severed by a piece of car body and a 6-inch nail was embedded in his head. In all, some 28 pieces of shrapnel were removed from his body during 8 hours of surgery, which was a record length for horse surgery at this time. Remarkably, he made a slow but complete recovery during his rehabilitation, and he received gifts of cards and mints and even sizable donations, which enabled a new wing to be built at the Royal Veterinary College. This was called the Sefton Surgical Wing. Sefton triumphantly returned to work 4 months after the attack and was even awarded Horse of the Year in 1984. Not long after this, Sefton retired and lived at the Home for Rest for Horses in Buckinghamshire until his death from complications from his injuries at the age of 30. What is truly remarkable about this story is how Sefton simply refused to give in. He was not euthanized on the scene of the attack because he was known to be such a fighter. His recovery and resilience became a symbol of hope and courage. Despite the trauma and the injuries he suffered, this brave horse emerged with a spirit and a determination that was inspiring to all, and he is remembered to this day for being an example of a truly incredible animal.